What's up, Cave Dwellers? I'm Gabe.
Lexington.
Okay, then.
Uncle Nasty's manservant.
And we're back again.
And I'm glad to be here.
Okay. And we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsor, RPGhiring.com. And comicshield.com. All right, so before we get into today, we're gonna go ahead and make a couple of announcements because we always gotta get to the announcements.
Yeah.
We've got OKC Pop Culture Convention June 24th and 25th. If you're in the area or you're already going, make sure to see us there. It'll be fun. Then we're gonna have July 16th. Lisa, the pixel artist and singer, will be in store and hanging out with us all day. So if you're in town or if you're in the area, come see us and come see her, come pick up some art or come chat with her. July 22nd, we're going to have Arthur T.B. Phillips in store, and that will be a ton of fun. Always come check out anybody that we have in store if you're available. We have OKC HorrorCon August 5th and 6th. That will be a lot of fun. The HorrorCon is always fun in OKC. So make sure to go to that if you get the chance. And then we're going to have Cowtown Comic-Con with our good friends on September 30th to October 1st. So if you have time and you're in the area, absolutely go to that. That is so much fun.
Yeah.
You've been to that one, right?
Yeah, I went to that one last year.
That's what I thought.
It was my first con, actually. I had a great time.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, today, we're going to talk about the new Spider-Man movie, Across the Spider-Verse. If you haven't watched it yet, spoilers ahead, warning.
Yes.
And if you haven't watched it yet, I suggest that you go watch it and then you come back and watch this.
That is not a request. That is a demand. Go watch the movie now.
Okay, then. You go ahead and give your thoughts on the movie.
Okay, so I really liked it. I liked the effects during it. The visuals are always great in those movies, especially in the first one, and even better in this one, in my opinion. The story was a little slow at start, but it built up, and at the end was perfect. It was a great conclusion, even though we'll get to the conclusion later. I heard mixed feelings about it, but I really liked the conclusion, knowing and going into it that it was supposed to be a multiple-part movie. Characters were great. I liked seeing all the cameos from different Spider people from across the Spider-Verse, of course. And overall, I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
Now, Gabe to ruin the movie.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good movie. I thought the first one was better, but this one is absolutely worth the watch, and the third one will also be worth the watch. I absolutely ask that you go watch it if you haven't already. It was a wonderful movie. I thought that the music and the orchestration for background music, I thought those were lacking in this one. Other than that, the movie didn't have any other issues other than it was a little drug out in the middle. Other than that, the visuals, the art, and everything else were amazing. The animation was absolutely beautiful. It was a mixture of multiple arts, and I thought the animation for all of those put together worked perfectly. I liked the fact that they showed all these different Spider-Men from all these different universes. I liked the jokes that they put in there. I liked the seriousness. I thought they kind of went a little much with the Zack Snyder kind of pan out for way too long, but that's okay. It was a wonderful movie, had a beautiful story, and it continued right where the other one left off, and the next one will continue right in the middle of where this one left off. The ending was kind of cut short. It just cuts to black and says that Spider-Man will return in Spider-Man Beyond the Multiverse, which sounds great. I'm absolutely happy with that. Sony announced that it was supposed to be a trilogy, which is wonderful. I do think that it was slightly drug out. I think that they wrote all of it at once and then kind of, lost where they were supposed to split it up, and ended up having an amazing amount of content for the first one, and then the second two, they kind of didn't know where to split it and didn't have the right amount of content for the second and third to have as much of a dramatic flair to keep people interested. But I think that they did well with how they actually drug it out. They tried to make it look seamless and made it look wonderful, and it is. It is a wonderful movie. It's worth watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
So...
let's talk about the ending.
Yeah. So the end just kind of,
it just happened.
You're in the middle of a scene. You're in the middle of watching this. You're like, oh my gosh, we're going to get something awesome. How is this going to leave off? And then
black. To be continued.
Yep. And that's all it ends with. That's it.
It felt I felt there were different parts of the story where they could have ended it, and it would have felt more like an ending. That one kind of just felt
it could have ended prior to where it actually ended.
Yeah.
I would have been okay with it ending 15 to 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would have been fine. I've watched short movies, and it doesn't make it bad.
No.
At all. I thought their abrupt ending was a little unnecessary, but they wanted the dramatic flair. They kind of wanted to do what they did with The Hobbit, which I know everybody hates the Hobbit movies, but, the people that actually wanted to watch the Hobbit movies, between the second and third one, they just, boom, cut it off. And everybody waited so many years, or 2 years, right?
Yeah. I think it's 2.
Yeah. I think it was 2. Either way. But no, yeah, they're just trying to go for that dramatic flair, and I understand why they did it. It fits into the writing, and it definitely brings in more pull for the third movie and for this movie. And the fact that there's not even after credit scenes. The only thing that there wasn't an after credit scene. Me and Lex had to leave early.
We had to leave early to go,
but
do something.
There actually isn't an after credit scene. We didn't miss anything. The only thing at the end is it says Miles Morales will return in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. And I think that was a wonderful thing, seeing as every movie now has end credit scenes, post credit scenes. It's
kind of lost its mystery of what's going to be after the credits, because everybody knows it's going to be just like a teaser to the next movie or the next big project that they're working on. It's really now more of a surprise, in my opinion at least, if the movie doesn't have an after credit, because not even superhero movies, just all movies have after credit scenes now.
Absolutely, and then or some kind of. They at least have an homage or a memorial or something. And this one, it just didn't. It just said, we'll return. That's it. And I think that was awesome.
That really worked for this one.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say about the movie. I don't have any actual rant about anything. I didn't have really a problem with this movie. It was wonderful. It was worth watching. I'm glad I spent my night doing that. It was great.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You got anything else to say?
Going into it, I didn't know that much about the Spot. I didn't expect that to be the overarching villain of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Turns out it was. Wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
I was expecting it to be the one and done and then another big bad at the end of that.
Same here. I thought they would finish off the Spot and then add in a new villain for the third movie. But kind of like they do with every Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
All right, and on to our final announcements before we go ahead and end today's show. We've got DP's Food Truck Park under construction still. That will be showing up right next door to the cave, right outside this, right on the other side of this wall here. And then we're going to have Rob Broussard in store July 17th. Love Rob. That's going to be so much fun. If you're in town or if you're in the area or if you're able to just make the trip and want to come see the store, I recommend doing it. It'd be so much fun to come see him. Come down and see us. We've got Gabe's Cave After Dark with Uncle Nasty and Lex normally.
Yep.
It's a $1 auction night. It's normally every Thursday at 7 p.m. And then we're going to, go ahead and get into our last thing, which is check out RPGhiring.com. They're building people and changing lives. They weren't here, then this show couldn't happen.
Yep.
And then also Comic Shield. And we love Comic Shield. They help us ship all of our stuff. Y'all have a wonderful day.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.